All right, and we are with the University of St. Thomas following first-round victory in the 2018 NCAA tournament. We have with us Lucia Renikoff, head coach Ruth Sin, and Maddie Wilco. Coach, we'll start with you. General thoughts on the game, and then we'll open it up for questions.
Really fun to play a different opponent like Chapman. Chapman is so different of an opponent that they just pressure. They turned the ball over about 24 times on average, and so we knew coming into it that we were going to have our hands full with the defensive pressure. I was really proud of the girls and how they responded with that. We had 8 turnovers. I mean, that's amazing with that, especially when they're just coming at you. The other thing that I was really impressed with our team is we had 18 assists. So it shows that we were really doing a great job of when should we attack and when do we not have it, and when do we need to pull it out. First time we played Bethel, we didn't do a very good job of that. And so we learned from that, and we did a great job of just making sure that we got into the flow of our offense. I think we had 6 in double figures with 1 at 9. It shows that it's a team effort. And that's kind of the beauty of our team.
Coach, I guess the first thing that jumped out at me when I had a chance to glance at the box score was how incredibly balanced your team was scoring-wise. I mean, here's Lauren leading the way with 12 points. Maddie's right behind with 11. Then you have not 1, not 2, but 3 players with 10 points. Lucia with 10. You also had Maddie Radke with 10 and Hannah Spaulding with 10. And then right behind that, you've got Kaylee Braswell with 9, and even McKenna DeBoy chipped in with 3 points. So it's not like you just had one player doing it all. You had contributions.
You got Kaya in there. Kaya came up
Kaya
great
came
when
up.
she was driving.
I think she had 6 points tonight.
Yeah, no,
She had 10.
Yeah, she had 10 too.
So I mean, the contribution-wise, I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better scenario on that front, I don't think.
No, and that's one of the things that we pride ourselves on is our team and our depth and how everybody can step up. You saw that in the conference tournament. You know, I mean, what other team can take 20 points out of your lineup, you know, and still find a way? And they did that. Today it was kind of neat that we had the President Sullivan come and speak to the girls. And she talked about exactly that, how much she enjoys watching the girls play because it's everybody is cheering for each other and everybody's supporting each other and everybody's bringing their gifts. So I'm real proud of these girls and how they're playing.
I posed this question to Chapman head coach Carol Jew here just a little bit ago. I thought a critical moment in that game came at about the 6.5 mark after they were able to cut the deficit down to 13 points at 49-36. I mean, it looked like maybe they might be able to get to 10 points or maybe within, which would have greatly changed the complexion of the game, but you guys were able to get on a run and you never let them get close again. Could you maybe talk about that a little bit?
Well, that's the beauty of being at this point in the season is that we've gone through these battles. We talked about that before the game. You know, we've learned how to handle some of those highs and those lows and how do we just keep focus on what's at the task at hand. And I think the girls did a great job of that.
Maddie, this week had to be weird.
What?
Right. Well, because you're sitting here and we're in the MIC, you don't see a whole ton of pressure, right? But all of a sudden, Chapman plays this completely different style. What was preparation like this week as a point guard, knowing that we got to break this and that and see what you need to do?
This week.
Yes, this week as a
I
point
even
guard.
jumped in.
Yes, Coach even jumped in at one point. I mean, you find ways to prepare yourself, and like our we call them the gold team because we have them wear gold jerseys. They did a phenomenal job preparing us and going up against us every single day with the pressure and all that. And it's hard because that is a very hard style to play when you're not used to it, and we don't see it very often. I mean, we try and see as many different styles throughout the year as we can, but you can't see all of it, you know? And so I really feel like we did a great job in practice just through our different drills and just through our gold team preparing us and stuff. So.
And to go off that too, I think we did struggle the first day too.
Mhm.
We're
Yes.
kind of like, oh geez, like we haven't really faced this type of pressure because, like we said, like Maddie said, gold team was really bringing pressure just to get us used to that. And so yeah, once we got to the game, it was like we felt like we've seen it before. So our preparation was pretty good.
Coach, I thought another thing that maybe changed things for you guys, particularly in the second half, was that I thought they did a pretty decent job of denying the entry pass into Hannah Spaulding, which I suppose gives you guys, both Lucia and Maddie, more opportunities from behind the arc. And obviously, when they did try to deny the entry pass into Hannah, you guys made them pay.
Mhm. Yeah, and that's been, the standard all year. You have to decide what you're gonna take away. If you're gonna go behind Hannah and put 2 on Hannah, you're gonna leave open a shooter. Right now I've got 40% shooters sitting next to me, and in the starting lineup, we have another 40 and another 43. So, I mean, it's a tough decision to make.
And I suppose too, going forward, looking ahead to tomorrow night's contest against Chicago, that balanced scoring aspect is going to be vitally important, I would think, against a very good team like Chicago.
In a sense, I mean, we talk about not seeing it. We've seen it a little bit with Bethel, with their full court pressure. A lot with George Fox.
Mm-hmm.
And this whole year, that was one of the things that we felt at the end of the year that we didn't do so well. And so this whole year, once a week, we've been going against full court pressure and pressure and pressure. So we would be really a little bit more comfortable with it if we see a team such as Chapman, which we did, and then such as Chicago, which we will. And so I think we're more ready for it. I don't think last year when we played Chicago, we were ready for it. Now, let's hope that we can handle it and do what we need to do. But I think mentally and that we're prepared for this, and we kind of have a better idea of how to attack this.
Any other questions?
Thank
Thanks,
you,
guys.
Tyler.
Thank you.
Thank you.